Hi guys, I thought I'd make this another short video today just with what's happening in the market. So don't worry, you won't have to see my ugly mug on such a big screen. But at the same time, I wanted to go through quite a few queries that I've had at the moment with a lot about changing their investments into cash. And at the same time, also the government's announcement of taking $10,000 out of your superannuation funds. Now, I just wanted to go through a few things with you before making this decision if you are eligible for those benefits, because taking out $10,000 out of your superannuation in this current environment has much bigger implications than that lump sum. As a result, if you can avoid taking out the money from your superannuation, by all means, look at that. And I just wanted to show you how that might compound over a time frame. So, for example, if we were to say look at taking $10,000 out of your superannuation, and you look at that over, say, 30 years, in terms of if you were a 30-year-old, 35-year-old taking out $10,000, and let's just say that $10,000 invested in the market at an average rate of 7.5% over, say, 30 years, that is going to come back to you in terms of the total amount after the compound return of about 84,000 at $94,000 as the total amount in 30 years time. Now, that's not taking into account tax rates, contribution tax, things like that as well, but at the same time it's quite a large amount when you look at it over that time frame. Also, not to take into account that that $10,000, given that the market has lost between 30 to 50%, you could potentially be drawing out about $20,000 once you sell down those units as well. So compound that with the lost earnings, it could be very impactful to your superannuation in the long term. What we also want to look at is people wanting to switch into cash at the moment. Now, what we have here is three examples of people. So the first person, Olive, is sitting in a balance fund. Roger is sitting in a cash option, or switch to cash during the GFC. And then the third person has sat in cash their whole time, which is Antonio. Now, if we look at this return over the time frame from 1999 to, say, 2017, 2018, we can see that on Antonio, his return has stayed pretty consistent and pretty steady, but over time, his total portfolio amount is 102,000. So not as much volatility, but at the same time, quite a low return. Now, if we look at Olive, who chose to keep her investment option during the GFC, not make any changes or not make any switches to cash, the total overall investment balance will be 204,000 over that time frame. Now, if you look at Roger, who looked to switch that investment, basically during the GFC. Now, what they're doing is they're crystallizing their losses. The market picks up again. They've missed out on that market opportunity, and because the market scared them, they've chosen to stay in cash. They're never going to make that return back over time. So you can see the difference between switching the funds into cash or keeping your investment strategy and keeping it in a balanced fund. Now, not to say that I guess you got to look at your time frames, look at what's appropriate for you. But if you wanted to chat to anyone about this and see what is right for you, what you should be looking at in this volatile market, let me know. Ronald Pratap, RP Wealth Management, Invest, Protect, Enjoy. Thanks, guys.